Good morning, BookTube. It is early Wednesday morning. I'm up early trying to win concert tickets over the radio. In the meantime, while I'm waiting, I got some tags to catch up on. Got like 5 or 6 of them. So let's get started. All right. We're going to kick off the new year with the New Year Same Old Book tag for 2025. This was created by James Rucola. And I was tagged by a recent YouTuber I came across, Jenny Jables, one of my new favorites on here. So thank you, Jenny. Let's see. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 prompts, and of course the ninth one, the usual tag other people. Let's get started. Number 1, regrets. What is one book from 2024 that you regret reading or that haunts you? Okay. Well, back in August, I decided to take a chance and participate in the reading event Garb August. To say the very least, did not go very well. I mean that jokingly. It's just not for me. Like trashy reads just aren't my thing. I don't find them entertaining. But I did participate by reading this book, like Bad as I Want to Be by Dennis Rodman. One of the most colorful characters of the 1990s. Hell of a basketball player. That's why people gave a damn about the guy. But yeah, my God. Like I thought it would be like sometimes it can be like over the top ridiculous, and that's kind of fun to read too. Like I said, it was Garb August, but yeah, no, this is just over the top explicit, and like it's just not for me. Like, I mean, that department I have the personality of a Dr. Sheldon Cooper, so needless to say, it didn't really apply to me. And also, as the famous comedian Groucho Marx once said about explicit material, if I'm not in it, I don't care. So one thing I found really off-putting about this too, it's like they're trying to make like light of like the lifestyle, like oh, like all like the women and money. Like I was never enticed by that as a teenager, and then I'm too old to be enticed by that now. Like all like these people trying to steal from you. Like one point a woman accused the Dennis Rodman of giving her an STD, so he literally had to pay all this money for lawyers to go in front of a court and literally drop his pants for the judge to show that he did not even have the STD. And like, really? Like, do people want to live vicariously through these types of celebrities? I don't think so. Also, too, one thing I found very off-putting, like he talks about like his relationship with Madonna. I think like it's very personal, private stuff. And like, personally, I don't like the tell-alls like this too much. It's like that's your own personal business sometimes. It just didn't really appeal to me. But like I said, it was the '90s. I'm sure it was a big hit back then. Doesn't really hold up well today. All right, number 2. Okay, Penitence. What is one book on your 2024 reading goals that you feel guilty for not reading? Honestly, none. I don't feel guilty for not reading anything. Like it's there. I'm going to get to it eventually. Anything? I think like in December I was sick, so I kind of fell behind on some of like the monthly picks of the book clubs I'm in on the app Fable. But no, guilty is too strong of a word, so the books will always be there. I'm going to get to them. Okay. Number 3, The Albatross. Are there any books on your 2024 TBR that you were glad to say you won't read in 2025? Let's see. Honestly, no. Like once again, that's the option of saying no is always a choice in these things. So I have to say no to that too. If it's on my TBR, I'm still going to read it. There's nothing that I'm glad I won't read. As far as I know, it's on my TBR now, so I'm gonna read it at some point. Like maybe I won't like it when I do read it. As of right now, I don't have an answer to that question, so I have to say no. All right. Number 4, pruning. Have any 2024 books led you to reconsider long-term reading projects? Yes, big time. I want to read more books from other countries. I'm going international. And you can honestly thank Netflix for that, because over on Netflix they have all sorts of stuff from like Japan and South Korea, and it's really incredible. Like I wish I could put it into words, but I heard someone say this brilliantly. Like over like Japan, South Korea, they can take such a simple premise and milk every. That's kind of a wrong choice of words. They can get the most out of a simple situation, like the most emotion of anything. So let's see. So I've discovered all like these shows and movies from South Korea, Japan, Netflix. So I wanted to transition to reading some novels, and Start with here. Let's see. These are two authors from Japan. You have Miko Kawakami. I read this a year ago. Like, I'm going to reread it and then talk about it again one day. And this book I've talked about multiple times. It was in my top favorite reads of 2024. Kazuo Ishiguro, another Japanese author. There we go. So yeah, I'm expanding. So see, we got Japan covered. One country I do want to expand to and read more authors is we're going to South America this time, Argentina. Now, all the countries in the world, you might be wondering why specifically Argentina. Well, it's actually became a bit of a shock to me too. It kind of came out of nowhere, and it's actually for quite personal reasons, which I will get to in its own separate video. So stay tuned for that one. Okay, number 5. Let's see, lying fallow. What is one author or genre you're taking a break from in 2025? Simply put, dystopian. It was never my thing to begin with. I tried dabbling in it this year. It just doesn't hold my interest. One thing about dystopian too, like you learn more about the authors in these books. A lot of like these dystopian novels are inspired by actual historical events. A lot of them from the Bible too. It's like Bible and historical events around the world. I'd rather just read real accounts of that, like as opposed to taking like real events and making up a story around it. It's just not for me. I'd rather read the history book too. So yeah, I'm not ruling it out. Just not my favorite genre. I gave it a try. Okay, number 6, The Scapegoat. Are there any formerly favorite authors that you're not going to read in 2025? Once again, I have to say no on that one too. Keyword formerly favorite. All my favorite authors are still my favorite. And yeah, I have no intention of not reading them. If anything, I'm going to discover more artists in the future. So yeah, I have to say no for that one as well. Okay, number 7, Stay the Course. I can't read my own handwriting. Excuse me. Okay. Is there a series that you started last year that you might finish in 2025? Yes, there is. Well, 2 series. There's Mystery Series, the Walt Longmire and Joe Pickett series. They're both Westerns, but each book has like 20 books, so I know I'm not going to finish that. Not either one of those series in this upcoming year. But I read one book. I loved it so much from another series that I just went and bought the whole series. It is the Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. This one just came out recently. Beautiful shade of green. The sprayed edges there. So yeah, these are fast reads. I love them. So yeah, I'll definitely get through. I'll easily get through all these by the end of 2025. All right, number 8, Breaking Walls. This is a bonus. So, do you have any non-book related goals for 2025? Yes, I definitely want to learn another language. I want to start with Spanish. And I know I mentioned Argentina before. That has nothing to do with it. Like, just your Spanish is the most used, especially around where I live. And also, I love watching pro wrestling. I love watching wrestling from Mexico too. I like to understand what they're actually saying. So yeah, I could definitely get experience a lot with that language. Also, too, I love Latin music. What I usually, if you go on like Google, like they translate the lyrics for you. So I type in a song, I read the lyrics first, like oh, lovely, like oh, heartbreaking. Then I go from there. So it'd be nice to know what they're actually saying instead of needing a translator. So yeah, I want to learn Spanish. I'm looking into it too. You have like those apps you get right on your phone. There's Babbel and like Rosetta Stone. I know Rosetta Stone's been around for a long time now. I'm sure they're both good. Like both have their pros. Both very distinct feature services. So I'll check them out and see which one I like. All right. And of course, the last prompt is this: tag others. So whoever I tag, I'm going to try and tag people I haven't tagged before in videos. So, see, as always, just because you're tagged does not mean you're obligated to participate. We tag people to draw attention to their channels. All right, everyone. If you'll excuse me, we're in the 7 o'clock hour. At the 8 o'clock hour, I'm going to try and win some Shinedown tickets. I'll let you know what happens. Take care, everyone.